I like to fight. Then you throw it over everybody.
NASCAR person?
Yeah, my NASCAR sponsor right there.
You need a Coke.
Huh?
Coke.
Are we Coke?
Oh, yeah.
I do need Coke.
We're Gatorade, too.
And Gatorade, too. Hold on.
Let's go.
Good day for the offense.
At times, they're good. I like what I see scoring touchdowns. A real disappointed defense. We got down to the red zone at the end, but offense, you also need consistency. And at times, I saw the offense look real good. And then when it didn't look good, it looked real bad. And, when you get into a game situation, start counting some of these, what would be sacks, negative plays, they can be real game changers. So, we got to clean up the consistency part, but keep the big plays at the time.
Some good catches from Evans and Arcedo today. Do you like what you see from those two?
Yeah, I think, and usually when you get into the first scrimmage and you start, scrimmaging, usually the defense is ahead of the offense. And I think just the experience with in the passing game for us really kind of balances that out this spring, where the receivers that have a lot of experience, the quarterback has experience being out here with Tyler, that it can change. It can really maybe even offset some of the stuff with the offensive line, and as the lines are developing, that you see those guys step out in front.
Does that concern you a lot with the offensive line today? Is that part of
No, little things, little things that we got to get fixed, and there's a long time before those guys have to play. There's some things that I'm seeing good progress with them, but obviously we're going to continue to need acceleration out of those guys for us to be successful this year.
So Evans get quite a few first-team snaps. What do you see out of him so far?
Doing a good job, I look at some of those guys. They're all first-teamers. Evans and Bumpus are first-team guys, and a lot of the wideouts are first-team guys. It is weird at times because you might have a first-teamer going against some second-teamers, and it can look bad, but that helps with the depth we have with all the seniors we have at the wide receiver position. Sure.
Looks like Skinner today made some nice plays.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with what he's done so far since we've been out here. He's a guy that went from we're worried, he finally got a little role in special teams, got a role at defense, and now he's kind of becoming a more consistent defensive player and a guy that we can keep on the field at different positions. So if he can do that, that'll be a huge bonus for us.
Have you ever had your tailback?
Yeah, it's still early. We'll see, but we do. We like the talent some of those guys have, and the young players. We just got to make sure they can do it. There's some of the, some sack issues or tailback issues, not O-line issues too. They got to handle the complete game, pass protection, route running, all of that stuff to be all-around players.
How do you think Charles Sidaway is starting to fit into things?
I think he's doing good. I think he's got a lot of ability, and I like to see that. The talent level that he has. I think it's him getting comfortable within the offense. Being a first-year player, the guys he's competing with right now have been through it a little bit, and but I see him being almost getting ready to rotate with the ones and compete for that starting job.
Coach, after a week of being out here, talk about Tyler and Dak.
Tyler, I'm pleased with his attitude, his approach to the game. I think, when you have a guy that's an older quarterback, you want him to come out and play that way on the field. And I think he's done that within his grasp of the offense. And, that allows him now to really try to step up to be that leader, where he's not worrying about what to do on the plays. He's learning about making sure the offense is performing at a high level. I've seen that out of him. And Dak's getting a lot of reps. Dak's such a competitive guy that I'm pretty pleased with the progress he's making. And he takes it so personally. When he makes mistakes, he wants to be so good. That's what you want out of your quarterback, that he's going to continually improve. And we know he can make plays. Now he's just got to manage the offense as well.
You mentioned the offensive passing game being a little bit ahead of the defense right now. I know it's spring practice, but is that concerning at all, considering everything you've got back on defense and some of the mistakes they made today?
Well, if you look, Broomfield is not, going to a lot of team stuff right now. So you're taking him out of the mix. Nico Whitley's out of the mix right now. And when you're going in spring ball, you're going ones and twos. Yeah. So a lot of times, the two DBs are 2/3s, where the two receivers are all kind of still ones with all the seniors we have at that position. So I think that at practice sometimes the discrepancy shows more than if it was actually a game situation when it was ones-on-ones the whole time.
Danico's starting to show.
If you need players, assistants, go now.
Yeah, I think his pass rush, his athletic ability is always going to show up. It's him being comfortable with the scheme.